The virgin birth of Jesus is a seminal event in God's unfolding story of salvation, an event in human history that fulfilled God's covenant with Abraham, offered the world redemption, and moves everyone who believes in him towards restoration. In this video, I'll examine 3 roadblocks to God's eternal plan and show how King Jesus was born through a miracle of both promise and curse. Roadblock number 1 is set up by Israel's rebellion. In the first book of Samuel, we find Israel in a state of moral decline. The elders no longer want prophets and judges to guide them. They no longer want Yahweh as their king. Israel wants to be like the other nations and demands that God give them a king to lead them. Yahweh relents and turns Israel over to their sin, but in a demonstration of his power, wisdom, and love, God promises to use their throne of rebellion to fulfill his plan of salvation. Decades later, the prophet Samuel tells David that from his biological line, a king will be born who is both a son of man and a son of God. Yet God's plan to redeem Israel's rebellion through David would face a second roadblock in the form of a curse upon King Jechoniah. Generations after David's death, his descendant Jechoniah did great evil in the sight of God. Consequently, God sent his prophet Jeremiah to tell Jechoniah that none of his biological descendants will sit on the throne of David, and none will ever again rule over Judah. But this curse created a massive roadblock. If Jechoniah is cut off, how would Yahweh keep his promise to David? Roadblock number 3 is observed by skeptics of the Bible who believe that Matthew's genealogy of Jesus is in direct conflict with Jeremiah's prophecy. After all, the argument goes, if Jechoniah was cut off from the throne, how can he be listed by the disciple Matthew in the ancestral line of King Jesus? These 3 roadblocks are real and could only be removed through God's power, namely the miracle of Jesus' virgin birth recorded in 2 distinct yet compatible gospel genealogies. In the New Testament, both Matthew and Luke trace Jesus' ancestral line back 28 generations to King David and another 14 generations to Abraham. The disciple Luke offers a reverse genealogy that begins with Jesus and goes back in time from Mary to Heli to Nathan to David to Abraham and ultimately back another 20 generations to Adam, who is the specially created Son of God. Through the virgin birth, roadblock number 1, Israel's rebellion is removed. God restores himself to the throne through his son Jesus, and at the same time honors his promise to David that his biological heir would be king. Matthew's genealogy emphasizes Jesus' legal right to the throne of David through the generations which came after his firstborn son Solomon, through Jechoniah, and finally ending with Joseph, the supposed father of Jesus. Through the virgin birth, Matthew's genealogy shows how God removed roadblocks 2 and 3. God gives the throne of David to Jesus through his adoptive father Joseph and honors his promise to cut off Jechoniah biologically. The roadblock between God's promise to David and his curse upon Jechoniah is also removed by the supernatural birth of Jesus, which forever unites the eternal throne of God to the earthly throne of David. The 2 genealogies of Jesus were embraced by the disciples of Jesus as evidence that through God's miracle of promise and curse, a king was born. For the disciples, Jesus was not a liar, a lunatic, or a legend, but truly the anointed Son of God. So now, having seen the biblical evidence for Yahweh's guiding hand on the virgin birth, how will you answer the question, is Jesus truly a king?